You inherited a program. It was going through some turmoil 3 years ago when you inherited the head coaching position here at Stillwater. What kind of motivated you to stick around and try to turn that turmoil around into some success?
Well, I just wanted to have some consistency in the program for the kids, and felt it was the right thing to do at the time. And I didn't feel like I was ready to be done coaching at the time, so I thought, okay, let's go ahead and run with this, and I'm glad I did.
You were an assistant for 13 years
Right.
on the staff, head coach for the last 3. That's a lot of time to kind of take in Pony Girls Hockey. What were some of your favorite memories, maybe some kids that kind of stood out over the years?
It's hard to
There's a lot.
hard to summarize 16 years in a few sentences, but obviously this, going to state, winning a couple of state championships was pretty special. Being able to coach in 2 hockey days was a lot of fun. Well, it's difficult. There's so many great kids that we've got to be around and coach. I got a call the other night from Chelsea Jones, who was a pretty special player in her own right. It was fun to talk to her, and she just called me to say congrats, but she was one of the special ones.
You spent a lot of time giving back to the game of hockey, especially over the last decade and a half. What do you feel hockey has given back to you over the years?
Being around the kids makes you feel pretty young. Somebody told me the other day, said, "Do you realize you coached 445 games?" I'm like, "Oh, that's a lot." But when you're on the ice with the kids, that's really what it's all about. There's a lot of other stuff that goes on, obviously behind the scenes, but that's the thing that, like everybody says, when you're involved in team sports, that you miss the most, the camaraderie, the interaction you have with the players. I mean, that's pretty special. So.
You got the top 7 scorers from last year's team coming back. I'm just going to read off a few names: Eater, Zetlik, Tansky, Wohlers, Schuster, Enan, Huber, Ligday. How far can this team go? What can they accomplish next season, do you think?
Oh, I think they have a legitimate chance to be a factor in the section, win a section title, conference. It'll be tough. Forest Lake's up there, but there's no reason that they can't compete with Forest Lake. But I think there's just a lot of great players come back, and they're seniors. They've been a lot of those girls that you mentioned have been in the program for a while. I know Lexi Ligday and Sophie Schuster since 8th grade, and the others since freshman year. So it's a special group of players, and I'd love to see them finish with something special. But I think they can do it.
You're going to keep on teaching after this, but what kind of influenced your decision to retire from coaching here? I've been thinking about it for a while, and you can just keep going on one more year, and then I thought, I've been thinking about it during the season, and it's you just keep saying that, and I thought, well, this is actually a really good time for somebody else to step in, because it's in a good situation, not just right now, but in the future. The youth program is super strong, and a lot of great youth players coming up. The U12A team had a phenomenal year. There's some great U15 players, but I just felt that I didn't want to leave it when there was any inkling that was maybe on the downswing, and I don't think that's going to happen, to tell you the truth, in the next few years. But I thought it's just a good situation for somebody to come into, and I've been there, I've seen it, and I thought, well, and I know how special it is, and it'd just be awesome if they could get somebody in here and let them have the same experience as I've had. You're going to have a lot more free time after 2:10 p.m., after the school day is over, now that you're not coaching. What do you anticipate on spending that free time on here?
Well, if you ask my wife, it'd be stuff at home, but I love to fish, hunt. I have a cabin up north. I love to golf. I live on Indian Hills Golf Course. I can walk right out my door and golf. So that, and just I have a lot of stuff with my family. They've sacrificed a lot for me too. So I have 2 grandkids that I can work. One's already started skating, so probably take her to the rink every now and then. But then I'll still be going to the rink, just be up in the stands cheering. So.